And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And pitching here today, Steve Carlton. What do we have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Kurt Flood.
For the Angels, the center fielder, number 21.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Base knock right field.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So digging in, Lou Brock. And that's in there for strike one. Runner at first with no outs here. On the corner for a strike. 0-2 now. The pitch. Misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
The 1-2. That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Flood on at first. Nobody out. That one misses. And now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time. Now
here is number 24. Popped up first base side and puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Carlton picks to first. Oh, he throws it away. The tag, and they get him. So a sloppy play there, but it ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, and on the mound today, Roger Craig. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
This to third. Oh, the throw is over his head. Around first, digging for 2. Round second, digging for third.
Well, as an offense, you want to get the crowd involved right away. Get that good energy working for you, but this time the defense does it for them. Always a great opportunity when you can get your leadoff guy on base to start the game, and it doesn't matter how it happens.
Kurt Flood next up for the Cardinals. They say you win.
0-1's the count.
That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. And the Cardinals score first. It's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's going to be number 13. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. No outs. Runner on second. And a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Now, number 30. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Runners on the corners, no outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
2 strikes.
And now the count is even.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Number 22 next up for the Cardinals.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And that one fouled off. First and third, one down. That misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Popped up, middle of the diamond. Number 25 moving under this one, and it's caught for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Here's the catcher, number 15. First pitch just misses.
Ball one, no strike.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And a 1-1. Fastball right back to the mound. Slings to first. What a play to end the inning. Cards on the board with this double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back. Top of the second. And now it's the Angels cleanup battle. Ken Boyer. Carlton back to work. That's off the mark. And it's 1-0. Good eye right there. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some, Boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
The pitch. That clips the corner. There's a swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
This one popped up. And there's one down.
That is it. The first baseman, Bill White.
And next for the Angels, Bill White. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Now 1-1. One down, base is empty. That misses. And a count 2-1. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Next pitch misses. Counts full, 3-2.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Brock hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That is it. The second baseman, number 25.
Number 25, the next to hit for the Angels. Curveball drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That hits the dirt. Now 1-2. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Two now. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. Out number 3. Angels go quietly there, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Mike Shannon.
Mike Shannon.
And here it comes. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
In the air, right field, Shannon gliding as he moves to his left. And out number 1 on the grab.
Batting in, the second baseman, number 25.
And now the rookie second baseman, number 25. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Grabs it on the run. And there are 2 down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 27.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, number 27. That's in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Here comes a pitch. And that one a little bit high.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
And a weak ground ball to the left side. Boyer zips it to first. St. Louis goes down in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. But they still lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, and now the right fielder, Mike Shannon. Shannon, in his second season, hitting 7th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. And the pitch. And a curve drops in for a strike. Now fly ball to right center. Flood glides to his left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
The catcher, number 15.
And next for LA, number 15. Outfield playing pretty shallow. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Count 1-0.
And that's down and away.
2 balls, no strikes.
And now the lefty hit hard on the ground to short. To first. And a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now, and here is Charlie James. James goes 6'1", 26 years old, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Now the 0-1.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Falling behind 2-1. Foul ball. Two. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch way upstairs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And a swing and a miss, and that's the third out.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
And welcome back. Stepping in, Lou Brock. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Strike two. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. On the ground, Boyer sends it across to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
A well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Curt Flood, the next to hit. He doubled home a run in his first AB. On the ground to the left. Gathers and throws to first. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, number 13.
Number 13 digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Inside, just missed. Righty to the plate. The other way, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Redbirds down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back onto the fourth. Here's the center fielder, Curt Flood. The pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. One now. Foul ball there. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Lou Brock, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
missed.
Now ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1.
Whoa, touchdown.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swings and misses, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now at the plate, number 24. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Now snap throw to first. Flood back in standing. Flood stands at first with 1 out. Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Grounder off the pitcher. And they got him.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ken Boyer. Flied to right his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Good eye right there. In there at the knees.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he deals. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Runner leads away at second. Bounce to the right. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And that is that. Angels strand 1. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom 4. And now the first baseman, number 30.
The first baseman, number 30.
Craig back to work. And that one is inside ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And a pitch.
Ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Up the middle. Over to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And here is number 22. First time up was a pop out. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. In there, and it's 0-1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Now Number 15.
Man at first, number 15. Next up for the Cardinals. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1. They say you win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And misses inside. Kicks and fires. In the air out towards right center. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike Shannon.
Here's the third baseman, Mike Shannon. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Good hitters count the 2-0. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Number 25 to bat next. Kicks and deals. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Number 25.
So up next, number 25. Flied out his first time. Line drive, base hit right field. Now a long throw home. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So 2 down. Number 27 next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Just a weak fly ball this time. And that is the third out of the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's going to be Bill White.
Bill White.
The wind of the pitch. That's down and in.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for him to get anything going.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Flood under it, hauls it in for the out.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Number 25 will hit next. Grounded out his first time. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
On the mound, you take a note, you see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, and try to climb the ladder.
Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And the batter now, Mike Shannon. Missing inside, and that's ball 1. And that skips in the dirt. Line to left. Fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Number 15, the next to hit for the Angels. Grounded out to short in his first trip. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
On the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That's to third. Sends it to first, and that will end the inning. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Angels nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Lou Brock. And a pitch. Bounced up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
Now the number 2 hitter, Curt Flood. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. It's a pitch out. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
They clearly guessed right on the pitch out right there, but I think this one is a stolen base on the catcher. Now the throw wasn't terrible, but it was just a little bit to the left, and that may have been the difference between safe or out.
The 1-0. And he pumps it a strike.
You know, these Cards doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at second. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. anything can happen at that point.
Next one just misses. Full count, 3-2. Brock stands at second with no outs. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Three-two. Fights it off. You'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. Number 13 up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Runner at second here, one gone. Next pitch inside, and now 2-0. Out towards right center field. That one hops against the fence. Run comes in from second. It's 3-0, and that's a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, number 30. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Next pitch misses inside. 1-1. And that's outside.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
And the righty deals. That one fouled off. 2-2. And the slider just misses. And here's a 3-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Reaches for it, but it's foul. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Comebacker to the mound. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Top of the 6th inning. And now the DH, Charlie James.
Charlie James.
The pitch. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away. And a pitch. And a curve is down and in. And it's even up.
Ball 2.
The pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kurt.
And now the center fielder, Kurt Flood. Good contact guy, good defender. In there for strike 1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
The 0-1.
Nope.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Another 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. On to first.
Oh.
2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Lou Brock. Now at the plate. And that's in there for strike 1. And that's downstairs and outside. 2 down, nobody on. And a count 1-2. The wind of the pitch. In the air, left side. That gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Brock off of first with 2 away.
Runner, yes,
The
yes.
kick and the pitch. Runner
Nope,
goes.
that's the
Ball outside, and he throws it away. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error.
Well, the pressure was on, and he knew he had to have a quick release behind the plate if he was going to have any chance of catching him at second. He's got great speed, and in this case, it resulted in moving up 2 bases. That's what happens when you aren't able to get your feet under you and square up to second properly.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Ball 3.
Off the mark there. 3 balls and a strike. Ken Boyer up next for the Angels. Runner at third, 2 away. That one the other way. Makes the catch, inning over. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Angels nothing. Number 44 taking over on the mound.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Number 44.
And now the Cardinals catcher, number 15.
The catcher, number 15.
The pitch. And there's the strike. Activity in the bullpen. Ron Taylor up and loosening in the pen. Righty delivers. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Now the third baseman, Mike Shannon. That one's in there, 0-1. And the right-hander deals. It's softly on the ground left side. And a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 25.
Number 25 next up for the Cardinals.
Really good piece of hitting last time going to the opposite field.
Just off the inside edge. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
The wind and the pitch.
Well, that's off the plate.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Well, that's pretty much the last thing you're looking to do with 2 outs and the bases empty. You have the opportunity to be really aggressive with that hitter. You don't want to wake up in offense, and you don't want to give a team an extra out.
Number 27 at the plate now. That's ball 1. That's in for a strike. In the air, center field. Flood on the move. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they lead it 3-0. Top of inning number 7. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Ken Boyer. The Angels in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And the first offering is not close. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ron Willis up and throwing. Number 39 warming up as well. And the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And now it's filled up.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
White in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Left-hand batter waits. Ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. Flips it from the ground. That's 1 and 2. What a play.
Well, off the bat, we thought that was going to be a single, not a double play. Just a great job. Dives, knocks it down, feeds it to the second baseman, and a nice turn around the bag. Really great job by those two.
Number 25, the next to hit for the Angels. Swings through that one for strike 1. And the lefty with the 0-1. Pop up here, third base side. Number 27 should have this one. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Bottom of the 7th, leading off, Lou Brock.
The left fielder, Lou Brock.
And a pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
That misses the zone. Now 2-0.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
The wind to kick the 2-0. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
2-2,
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. And up next for St. Louis, Kurt Flood. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter, or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate. Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. 2 gone now.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Number 13 stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
ready to begin the eighth. And now here is Mike Shannon.
Mike Shannon.
The wide to kick the pitch.
Man, this has been impressive. Just now getting to 100 pitches as we start this eighth inning. He's given them a lot of length, and we'll see just how much longer they'll let him go.
And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. And now the lefty. The punch out there. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
And now, number 15. In there, and it's 0-1. And here it comes. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Charlie James. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Good eye in that spot. And it is 2-1. The pitch. That one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. And he walked him.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So digging in, Curt Flood. In there for strike one. At the belt and fires. That misses off the outside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. James rounds second on his way to third. The relay, not in time. He's safe. A run scores. It's a two-run game.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Lou Brock, the next to hit for the Angels. First offering misses the mark. Here comes a pitch. Popped up to the left into foul ground. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Angels get one on this double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, number 30.
Number 30.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 22.
And the batter now, number 22. That hits the dirt. 1-0. Inside, just missed. Right-handed reliever. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a pitch. That misses the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One down. Number 15 next up for the Cardinals.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
First offering, and it just misses. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. Two and two. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And down on strikes. Now 2 away. Man at first, Mike Shannon getting ready to hit. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a
runner on the go. This one in the air, right field. Shannon brings it in for the 3rd out. The Cards leave 1 as the lead remains 3-1. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Joe Corner.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And the batter will be the shortstop, number 24.
Number 24.
Horner, a 6'1" lefty, 200 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. First pitch, not close. And a good eye there.
2 balls, no strike.
Now 3-0, so definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one finds the corner. 3-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And a payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Kicks and fires. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ken Boyer. First pitch, and he just misses. Out in front and foul to the left side. The pitch.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Brock pulls it down, and there's one down.
The batter, the first baseman, Bill White.
Bill White digs in now.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And there's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a pitch. Swing and a tapper. In plenty of time to first. Angels with only 1 out left.
The batter, number 25.
Number 25, the next to hit for the Angels. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one clips the corner. Runner at second, 2 down. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The tying run at the plate. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. The next pitch misses, and a full count now.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by these guys to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.